Hello, and thank you so much for clicking. Color Expression here, bringing you another episode of It's a Throwback. So today we're looking at a really beautiful multi-chrome from Cirque Colors. This was part of their Super Future collection, so that actually released earlier this year, and I will link my full swatch and review up above if you want to go check that out. But a little bit about Cirque Colors. They are an independent nail polish brand based out of the USA. They are vegan and cruelty-free, and their formula is actually 10-free. As always, if you are new to the channel, I want to say hello and welcome. I'm Color Expression. We do nail art and swatching reviews and just have a lot of fun on the channel, so make sure if you find any enjoyment in today's video, you hit that subscribe button down below and hit the bell because I do upload 2 to 3 new videos a week. And while you're down there, make sure to like and comment because I do respond to every single one. But let's throw it back. So what do we think about that transition? I mean, I like it, but I might be kind of biased. As you just saw, we're going to start out with a base coat today, as we always do. And today I'm bringing it back to the Orly Bonder because I've said it a bunch of times, but I absolutely love this base coat. I think that it works really well and it dries insanely quickly. Like, I barely finish the next nail sometimes and the last one's already dry. So super impressive with that dry time. And yeah, I really like this base coat. I think that it works well for what it does. And I've honestly really been falling in love with these kind of wider rounded brushes. So using a base coat without one of those at this point, it feels weird. Like, I feel like a lot of the polish I've gotten lately has these wider or round brushes. So a skinny brush to me is almost like, I'm like, what am I doing? I forget how to live. But onto the star of today's show, we have Tomorrowland from Cirque Colors, which you can see already in the bottle. It has a lot of shiftiness and just like a big range of color going on through it. So it has this almost like slight hint of pinky, like bronze shade at one end, which you can kind of see on the left of the nails here, and then it shifts over to that more kind of like bright, almost like a bright forest green that you can see on the right side. And then later on in the video we'll look at some extreme angles and you'll see that this one goes through to like blue and purple and is really beautiful. And like when you're out in the sun, you get a lot of that purple like at those certain angles. So I like have been wearing this for a few days and it's just been so fun going around and outside and seeing the just crazy shift. Like, it honestly looks like you have a different manicure on in certain lighting, and it's just so cool. And that's something I love about multi-chromes, is that they just like, they really transform depending on where you are and what the lighting is like. And it's just like, it's always a fun experience, you know. Like, hollow needs sun or a light to work, but multi-chromes just like are always working, if that makes sense. It's like they never run out of battery. And you can see as we're finishing up the first coat that we do get quite a bit of nail line still coming through, and that's pretty standard with multi-chromes. Like, they're known to have a almost like thinner formula because it is a bunch of little metallic pigments in there. So you're going to want to layer them up in at least 2, but probably 3 coats, which I did do 3 coats for the manicure in this video. And my kind of rule of thumb, or well, all the fingers, not just the thumb, is to do a pretty thin first coat just to start building up that coverage. Then we'll do a kind of like medium to not thick, but like a little bit of a thicker coat for the second coat. And that one's really to build up that opacity so you don't get that nail line coming through anymore. And then we're going to use the third coat to just even out our brush strokes. And I always take that coat to be really like perfect and precise with my application, which you'll see in a moment, but I like to do that just so we don't get any like streakiness or brush strokes. And I'm gonna be that person that says, I'm sorry if you can hear the thunder outside, because the sky literally just opened up and like it started downpouring here. So if you hear any weird noises, it's thunder, it's not my stomach growling. And as I like to do in these videos sometimes, I want to ask you guys a question. So today I watched the Olivia Rodrigo Sour Prom performance video, which was so cool and gave me like goosebumps the whole time. I think that she's so amazing. So my question to you guys is there like a favorite live performance by an artist you love, or a favorite like music video that just like you're absolutely obsessed with by a certain singer? Like I find that sometimes like just like the art that people make is so cool. So let me know down below, is there a really cool like music video or live performance that I should watch? But as we're finishing up this third coat, you can really see how smooth and delicate I'm being with that application, so we get a really pretty finish. And today we're actually using a new to me top coat, which is the KB Shimmer Top Coat. So I recently picked this up with maybe some polish that you'll see on the channel soon, but I've really been enjoying this top coat because again, it has that kind of wider fanned brush in it, and I'm really just digging those, like I said earlier in the video. So I'm loving having a top coat with the brush like that. It just makes application so easy and it just goes on so smoothly. And this top coat so far has proven to dry very quickly, like very quickly. Like I'm insanely impressed with it. So if you're ever grabbing anything from KB Shimmer, I totally recommend it. And they also sell like a bigger, I think 2 and 4 ounce bottles, like refill bottles of this. So if you end up liking it, it's a really great option for an inexpensive top coat that works really well. But now that it has dried for a few minutes, we will move on to oiling our cuticles with our little cuticle buddy, which you can see it's even closer to being empty. So I'm really excited to make a little video of refilling that. So definitely look for that on the channel soon. It probably won't be on like one of my scheduled days, but just a little bonus upload. So make sure you have that notification bell on. And like I said in the last one, I like to just kind of give that final rub into all the fingers just to help smooth the oil out across my whole hand. But here we have our final manicure, and I'm just so happy with how it turned out. I think that like something about multi-chromes, I always forget how much I love them until I actually have them on my nails and I'm moving my fingers around and I can like see it, you know, because it's just such an amazing effect. I don't understand how there's so many colors like in these pigments, and it's like very science driven, and I think that that's super cool. And here, like I said, you can see that almost blue and then purple shift at the really extreme angles, which definitely comes through outside a lot more. And I think that it's so cool, and I love just the whole range of colors in this polish. I think it's absolutely amazing. Let me know what you think of this polish down below. Did you buy it earlier this year when it was released, or are you thinking of grabbing it for yourself? Again, if you're not subscribed, I do hope that you'll consider subscribing. And to everyone that has already, I just want to again say thank you so much, because I truly appreciate every single one of you. You're all so sweet and kind, and I love chatting with you down in the comments, so definitely keep it up. But that's going to be it for today. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye. This is so pretty, isn't it? You're like, I thought this was a blooper, not just more of the video, but here we are. You're just looking at the nail polish again. Which does not make it a blooper. Like this video if you're excited to watch me refill my cuticle buddy, because I'm excited.